Good morning, everybody. This is Colleen Light with Cards by Coco, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Hey, I'm sorry I'm late this morning. I tell you, one minute I looked at the clock and it was 8:30, and the next minute it was almost 10 after 9. I'm not sure exactly how that happened, but the time passed. Anyway, really happy you can join me today. I'm going to showcase a new product from the new mini catalog. So I know we're all super excited about that, and now I can show you the inside of the catalog, which makes me very happy. The other thing too to remember is Celebration, and for those of you who are unfamiliar with Celebration, it is a way to earn free product during the mini catalog promotion. So this is pretty exciting. So Celebration actually runs, not for the entire mini catalog, but just through February 28th. Really good products in there. So anyway, let me flip the camera around. Very happy you could join me today. My normal time is Thursday, every Thursday Pacific Standard Time at 9 o'clock in the morning. So happy you can join me. Let's flip the camera around. I'll show you what I've been working on. Let me see here. It's always like the first time for me. I think I just popped up Siri. Let me see if I can find the camera. There we go. Let's give this a little flip. Okay, hopefully I'm in the center. I'm going to bring you up on my laptop. So these are some of the cards I've been working on using this set. And let me show you the set that I've been using. I have been using the Love and Happiness bundle along with some designer series paper, which has been really fun. Today we're going to do a stack and shuffle card. And I actually found that online from Cindy Brumbaugh. And her last name, let me see. I think she has a website, and I wrote it down. Let me see what it is. Cindy Lee B Designs. So it's a super fun one, and I think you are really going to enjoy it. And it's also easy and a good way to make some fun cards. So I'm going to try and bring you up here. We'll see how it goes. You all know I live rurally, so sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Just is what it is. I'll look at the top of my phone every now and then. Oh, good morning, Wendy. How are you? Hopefully I'm in the center here. I can't seem to get my laptop to bring anything up yet. So I just took a peek at the top of my phone. And let's see. Well, I feel like I'm wasting your time by playing around with this. So we're going to move. We're just going to forge ahead here. Oh, there we are. Oh, I'm a little crooked, but at least there we are. Oh, let me turn this off here. Let me turn off the sound. My goodness, you can always tell when I run late because I am so scattered. Okay, so let's go back to the beginning here. So this is what I'm working with here. And let me show you the designer series paper that I'm using. This is great, and it is in the mini catalog. It's actually part of the Sweet Talk suite. And this designer series paper is fabulous. It is called the Sweet Talk 12x12 designer series paper. And how fun is this? So I really, really like this quite a bit. And as you know, our designer series paper has two sides. So it's all out of order. See, for those of us who can watch the clock appropriately, things aren't out of order, but then there's me. Okay, so let me show you some of the cards I've been working on. This one actually I made for my husband, and people are probably like, oh my goodness, what if he sees it? Trust me, my husband has yet to watch a card making video, even from his wife, so that is not a concern. But this is an easel card, so it actually sits up like this. And I used, I'll show you the embossing folder and the dies here in a minute. So this is the Valentine's card I made. How cute is that? And it opens like this, and then you would set it up. So when you make an easel card, you really do need something at the bottom for your top piece to rest on. And I can, I think I'll add this to my next newsletter, the instructions for that, because it is kind of a fun card to make, and it actually, that pattern works out, this design works out well for lots of things. This is just a fun, easy one using the designer series paper. And I used one of the dies, and it doesn't cut out the hearts exactly like, you know, even. There's that little white edge, but I don't mind. And this is just a very simple Valentine's Day card, but I thought it looked really pretty. And this is the one we're going to be doing today. I used some foil paper, old foil paper that I had. I'm going to show you how to use it with the in-stock vellum paper, which is fun. Today, and I'll give you the dimensions, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Sorry, guys, you're just not going to come up on my laptop today. It just doesn't look like it's going to happen. And, oh, Wendy, I think I did just come up. And it is hard to pick which side paper to use, isn't it? All right, so let's go ahead and let me see, is there any other Stampin' Up! News? Other than Celebration and the mini catalog, I think that's the big thing, all the wonderful products. For those, again, let me just tell you the Celebration, how it works. Choose a free Celebration product with every $50 or $100 you spend. Also, it's also a great time to join Stampin' Up! $99 worth of products, or pardon me, I'm going to say it backwards. $125 worth of products for $99, and you get your choice of any 2 free stamp sets. So, you know, pick the stamp sets that are on your wish list that you really want, because it's just a great time to do it. And you don't have to demonstrate or sell a thing. You can just enjoy the discount. I do this just because I like to do it, and it's fun for me. So anyway, let's get started on today's card. Super easy. I'm going to show you the template that I used because I wanted a white, the basic white background. And again, I took this from Cindy Brombar from, I think it's Cindy Lee B Designs. So this is, I actually wrote it on the back. So yes, YouTube, Cindy Lee B Designs. So this piece of paper, I have to need all my cheat sheets here. It's 3 3/3 by 5 inches. Oh Lord, let me take another sip of coffee here. So anyway, and then this is how you're gonna cut your paper. So I don't know if you can see it or not. I don't think there's much light in this room whatsoever today. It is really, maybe that'll make it better, stand out a little bit more. It is a dark, rainy day here in Washington State. Okay, so I have a piece of Petal Pink cardstock, which is one of my favorites. Turn that back on. And it is cut at 11 inches by 4 1/4. So you just like basically cut your piece of paper in half and score at 5 1/2. I like a card that opens this way. Then I have 2 pieces of basic white, both cut at 4 and 5 1/4. One is for the outside, one is for the inside. So we have those 2 panels there. Then I did a lot of the die cutting in advance. In fact, let me show you the embossing folder and dies and what we're working with today. This is the Love and Happiness stamp set, which is really sentiments. That's what it is. It is all sentiments. So celebrating your anniversary, there's just too many for me to read. I'm not going to read them all, but just a great set. This is the Cut and Emboss folder, which is so pretty, and you can see how easy it was to use here. Oh, looks like I left a little, there we go. It is also one of those embossing folders that cuts at the same time. So you would put your die in there, lay this over, and run it through all at the same time. So you can cut, because your die lays in there. So that's really pretty fun, I think. Let me move that off to the side. And these are the dies you get. So you can see we have the 2 sizes of hearts, some flowers, a little heart, and I thought these little tag ones were just perfect. And I used the smallest one up here for my husband, and that was just the perfect size for this card. So I was pretty happy with that. Okay, so that is that. Let's see here. So here are our papers. So normally you would do this with 4 pieces of cardstock cut to size. Cut to this 3 3/4 by 5 because you can make 4 cards at once. But since I did not want to use all of my pretty cardstock, I actually just cut it enough for 2 cards, but we're only going to make 1 today. And, you know, because we do have 2 sides to every piece of paper, I laid mine out on the template just to see kind of what I wanted. You know, I really love the striped one, but I also like this one quite a bit. So I just played around with the paper until I came up with the design I liked here. You can also swap this around, you know, if you want your longer, the shorter piece at the bottom. You can kind of play around with your design. It's not set in stone for sure. But just so it matches and you're having some fun with it. See, I think that's kind of cute like that, but I think I might want to reverse it and actually go like that. Oh, I think I want the softer color up here. That one seems to match a little bit better. And I think I want the stripes down there, but we'll make them go that way. All right, so can you see how easy that lays out? Isn't that nice? So that's all there really is to this. So we're gonna get our glue out. We've got our papers together and I've got enough extra for another one. And I'm gonna take one of my Whisper white layers here. Oh, where's my small one that I cut to size? I think that's the one I just tossed off to the side here. Let me see, let me see. Not, we'll just cut another one. We're just gonna cut this one to size. I tell you, no matter how organized I think I am. So we want 3 3/4. I'm just gonna cut it down. 3 3/4. 5 inches. Here we go. So it's so nice to have a craft room where everything is within arm's reach. And then I'm going to set this here, and I'm actually going to use my grid paper because you want this 1/8 of an inch border, and I am not good at eyeballing like some people are. So I actually do need to use the grid paper to kind of keep me on track here. Now, I'm using the liquid glue here, but I'm not going to put a ton on there, just enough. But I think I'm going to need some wiggle room here. And let me see here. So, because you want 1/8 of an inch border around. So I am going to, let's line that up there. Make it as straight as possible as I can and line it up, at least that first piece, with my grid paper. Then after that first piece is in place, you should be pretty good to go. Oh, good morning, Sharon. Good morning, Cindy. Oh, and thank you for sharing, Wendy. I appreciate that. All right, and then did we decide which piece did we want here at the top? I think we wanted, let's see here. Oh, nope, you know, I had it right the first time. Let's go ahead and try this again. Well, nothing like swapping up your design now, huh? See, this is the one I really wanted, guys. Oh, well. We're going to change her up a little bit now. I did have it the right size. Can you do a do-over with a live video? Can we just have a do-over? I did have it the right size. It's the DSP that is cut to the 3 3/4 and 5 inches. Okay, well. All right, so we're gonna change the stripes, which I think will be fine. That's my motto. It's all gonna be fine. It's just a card. Nobody knows unless they're watching the video what you really had in mind. Okay. I love, love, love this designer series paper. I think it is so nice and fun. and I've seen beautiful things. Check out YouTube. I have just seen the most beautiful things made with this. Oh, that looks kind of pretty. Well, some I guess mistakes are good to have happen. Do we want that side or this side? I kind of like the softer side, I think, with all the colorful hearts on there. I think we're going to use that side. Let's do this. Okay. Flip that around. And you can see you just line them up with each other. Once you have your 1/8 of an inch border, you just kind of butt them against each other. Now I need a little piece here. Oh, and that'll be fun because that matches that paper. See, look, it all worked out for me. So it is pouring rain here in Washington, just pouring. I think our drought is over. There is, the rain is coming down. It's going sideways. It is puddling, puddling, puddling. Thanks, Wendy. Oh yeah, these videos are still kind of new to me, aren't they? So, next things we want to do is put our heart here. And I cut this out because I wanted it open. Because I want to pop something up on dimensionals here. So I wanted this open. So what I did in my die cutting machine is let me put it here so maybe you can see better, is I lined up my hearts like this. So then I ended up with this die cut because I wanted one where I could just pop this little one up. So play around with your dies. Oftentimes you can get a little bit of a different design and a different outcome just by kind of playing around with them a little bit. Okay, so this is the back side. Trying to think which is the front side and which, here we go. And again, I'm going to use this liquid glue here. So if you're watching, and I'm going to focus here, let me know what your favorite new set is. Next week, I'm going to be working with the Rainbow of Happiness set because I have some fun ideas for that. But really wanted, in case you do send out Valentine's, wanted to demonstrate this one so you would at least have the opportunity to order it. And if you have a demonstrator, order from your demonstrator. Don't worry about ordering from me. Order from whoever you work with. If you need a catalog and you're not working with anyone, I'm happy to send you one. But if you do send out Valentine's, that the Sweet Talk Suite and this set is really good. I have a daughter that's getting married in this summer, in July. So that's why I wanted this, because I figured I'd be making some, engagement and wedding cards and on down the line. See, and then you can see how that just pops up there so nicely. Let's stamp our sentiment here on a scrap of Whisper White. So what I do, let me show you. I don't throw very much away. I keep all of my scraps just in a big plastic bin here. I don't even know where I got this bin from, but I keep all of my scraps there. And I do the same with, I save everything. Craft supplies are expensive, so I save every little thing because then at some point in time, you're going to want to do a small sentiment, and why not pull something out of the scrap bin? All right, so let's take our real red. Again, I'm a very traditionalist with colors. So I will usually stick with whatever color is traditional. And there's our Valentine's greetings. And I'm going to run this through our cut and emboss machine. It's right next to me. Let me run that through. And if you hear my voice just go down, it's because I'm probably walking away from the phone for half a second. And I want to keep it right there. So I'm going to stick a sticky note on mine because I don't want it to move. And the way my morning's going, you just don't know. Anyway. So, and then the sticky note just will peel off. And there you have your greeting that's perfectly aligned. So what I did for this card here is I put this up on dimensionals here with a little bit of red rhinestones, which I love, but I also want to show these iridescent rhinestone basic jewels. These are new and they are just, let me put it against the pink here. They are just beautiful and they tend to take on whatever color you are working with. So we're going to swap this card up a little bit and I'm going to put, not be my usual traditionalist self, and I'm going to go with putting these little jewels here. I just love how they sparkle and shimmer. So let's do that. Perfect. And we're going to bounce those up on dimensionals. And, you know, I'm just snipping, I don't know where their hair is coming from. I'm just snipping these ones here. I forgot to grab a new pack, so we're going to use just snip here. Okay, and I'm going to put one in the center. Oh, some big news for me. My website has a brand new look, or else it will be finished by the end of today. And that's Cards by Coco, and it's where I blog and put all the dimensions for our cards. So if you have a minute, if you would just pop in there and let me take a peek and let me know what you think. I'm pretty excited about it. Okay, we just have a few more things and this card is done. I actually did some little die cuts here. Let me see, and I stuck them all in this envelope. This is our vellum paper. Have you all seen this? This is in our annual catalog. It is a 2021-2023 in color shimmer vellum. So I'm going to pull it out real quick so you can see. This is so pretty. And look at the shine there. It's just so pretty. So I thought, well, I'm not going to use the pretty foil paper because you can't purchase that right now. And you want to, whether you buy from me or somebody else, you certainly want to, if you like it, you want to be able to purchase it. So I'm going to show how this card looks with the vellum. And I actually haven't made it this way yet, so I'm kind of excited to see how it looks. And I'm going to use the polished pink. Or do I want to use the fresh freesia? Ooh, I think I want to use the fresh freesia. See, I was all sold on polished pink, but I think I'm going to use the fresh freesia. Okay. And I'm going to pop a little mini dimensional on the back because I thought the heart just was too big. It was just a little too big, right? Let me grab this, my take your pick tool. And then I want to do these two little ones on this side. Let's move that out of the way. Flip this over. But I love, love, love the shimmer of this. And then we're going to add some more of our iridescent gems. Okay, let me go ahead. Flip this around here like this and take this off. And then I want to add this one right there. Okay, let's back to our jewels. Can you have too much bling on a birthday card or on a, I do better with scissors, or on a Valentine's card? I don't think so. I had some pretty fancy Christmas cards this year. I really blinged and made those ones sparkle. Okay, which is so funny because if you saw my house, I'm kind of a minimalist. It's not fancy at all. I don't like a lot of clutter. Anyway. Okay, let's pop this one there. And you can see that just gave it that little bit of extra shine. Let's glue this on our card front, on our card base, I should say. And then this card is done. I would finish the inside for you, but you know, I had to make that mistake in the beginning and I cut that piece up. So I'll finish it when we're all done. And I'll have this on YouTube and blogged by the end of the day. And of course, if you are catching me on YouTube, it helps if you subscribe or at least hit the like button. Okay, here's my envelope. I'm gonna pop, I think I'm gonna grab that red again, the real red. And I think I'm gonna put a happy Valentine's Day or a Valentine's greeting on the back. Let's pop that. And then that is today's card. So I thought this one turned out super cute. Remember, if you grab 4 pieces of cardstock and you cut them to side, because this is a stack and shuffle card, you can actually get 4 cards by cutting 4 pieces of DSP together. So you really can kind of do that assembly line. Let me move this stuff out of the way. That assembly line, which is very, very helpful, right? When you're making a lot of cards. I don't send that many Valentine's Day cards, so I didn't feel like that was something that I wanted to do. Again, if you comment on the video, either here or on YouTube, I really want to start doing card kits, but I need some practice. So if you go ahead and you leave a comment here on YouTube, I will draw a winner for all the supplies to make this card because I want to send you the vellum. I can't do any of the stamping, but I can send you the gems and all the die cuts and the base and whatnot. So leave a comment and then I can practice my card kits by sending one out to you. Okay, so these are the cards I made this week. Again, the set I used, oh, where'd my catalog go? The set I used was the Love and Happiness bundle, but the designer series paper actually came from the Sweet Talk Suite, and you can buy this designer series paper separate. It's a Sweet Talk 12 by 12 designer series paper. Anyway, always so excited and thankful when you guys hang in there with me, and I will see you next week. Have a fabulous day and a great weekend.